Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Sun Devils will put total leather and will get started. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. So West Virginia's offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
Breaks into the open. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. The Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Power football with the run. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for room. It's Burrell. At the 35, he's open. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Offside, defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. They go right back to it. Turning it on. Got some room headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a...
Touchdown, Arizona State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And they fail to hook up on third down. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Looking downfield, it's Kaiser extending the play. Got it behind the line. It's Burrell. Man, sometimes he's like trying to wrap up a ghost. He's out to the 27.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Under fire. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Burrell. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sun Devils are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on first down. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He'll pull it on the read. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Fires to the tight end. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just the middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for him, and he gets home.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Grabbed behind the line. It's Stewart. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows?
There he goes. The ball's free. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sun Devils are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Looking to throw, it's Kaiser. He's got the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From their own 18-yard line, it's first down. To the air on first down. Got his man downfield. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Duarte. Across the 45. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. It's Kaiser. Snagged out of the air. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Sun Devils had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Looking to throw on first down. There's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Under fire. Looking deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
On third down, he drops to throw. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes it. Secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The sure hands, it's Bannon. He stopped at the 48. They pick up a 10 on the play.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. The receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Makes the grab on the left. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Dennis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the right. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Quickly complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, West Virginia.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw. It's Kaiser. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo.
And first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it left. And his throw is incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And here comes the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a gap. It's Stewart.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Finds his man down the middle. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down.
Get set.
Looking for a man. It's Kaiser. Finds a man on the left. Continues to fight for yards. Touchdown, Arizona State. Once he got a snap, it was all over, right to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. On the ground, it's Duarte. Got the 1st down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Kaiser. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Pocket breaking down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares, problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to keep it in the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Got his man on the right. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. And the Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They want to run this quarterback. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Got it in the middle. It's Etienne. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the...
Sprinting away! They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Looking for the score! And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! And the beatdown has ensued. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I'll tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on 2nd down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Punts it out of the air. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Stokes. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Mountaineers look to do some damage in the red zone.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the 2nd half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
On these critical 4th downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the 1st down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
They're setting up the screen. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. To the ground with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Clark. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Working that left side now. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team's doing a little running.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Finding open areas. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. And the Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rushes on him. Took a shot as he threw. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now on third down for this offense. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this